Hello everybody and welcome to my last video of 2020 and actually the most exciting video I have made so far. Today I gathered some of the best tech content creators and they all join me in this collaboration video to talk about their favorite tech in 2020. My name is Rolando and this is my favorite tech in 2020. Let me start first by telling you what is my favorite tech in 2020. And I actually have two products that I've been using constantly throughout the year. The first one came out in August and is actually the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. This phone is a powerhouse and I'm not talking about big batteries, 5G or the 120Hz refresh screen. I'm talking about how powerful this phone is actually in terms of creativity, taking pictures, recording video and actually editing everything out of the phone. Also, if you add an external monitor or you connect it to another computer, you can actually have a full-blown desktop experience using DeX. But I will leave everything to my full review on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. My other favorite product on this year is actually a product that came out in 2019 and is the Google Stadia. I got the Google Stadia Founders Edition since day one, but Google was still figuring out the cloud gaming and it wasn't a great experience. Now, a year forward, Google had actually figured out how to make the Google Stadia better and actually is getting a bigger library and it's a bigger and best experience overall. And if you're a gamer, you know that if you play Cyberpunk 2077 on this Google Stadia, you won't have no issues like other consoles. Anyway guys, this is my favorite tech in 2020 and now it's time to let my friends talk about their favorite tech in 2020 and let's start with ladies first.
Hey guys, I'm Isa and I do tech videos on youtube.com/IsaDoesTech where I do tech in your life in style. For my favorite gadget of 2020, it's not gonna be a smartphone. It's something that's gonna help me shoot my channel, something I'm gonna shoot the tech I review with, and it's none other than this thing I'm shooting with, the Fujifilm Xs10. I've always been a Fujifilm user and I've built my channel with the Fujifilm X-T20, but now it's time for an upgrade and certain things just convinced me to get this camera. First of all, it's not so big, only a little bigger than my Fujifilm X-T20 because of that grip. Secondly, it has a selfie screen, so it makes it easier to shoot me, especially for people who write, shoot, edit their videos themselves. That is a definite time saver. Number 3, there is good eye autofocus on here and a new in-body image stabilization system, and it just works great. Aside from that, there's improved port placement and it uses a normal size audio jack now. And there's that amazing Fujifilm webcam app that allows you to plug in this camera straight to your laptop with just a USB-C cord and you're good to stream or be on your calls. And for those many reasons, and because this is actually tech that I use in my everyday, that I use in my work, I choose the Fujifilm Xs10 for my favorite tech of 2020.
Hey, Rolando. So I didn't really have one kind of favorite tech of the year, but there was a trend that I was really excited to see, and it was all of the renewed conversation around audio kit. So yeah, there was a consumer explosion for things like true wireless earbuds, but we saw other technologies like active noise cancellation become more accessible to consumers. At the same time, we also saw renewed interest in more traditional audio platforms, really high-end IEMs, really nice headphones, over-ear headphones that delivers stunning and immersive sound quality, and a whole new generation of players and DACs and amps to help power more traditional audio consumption. At the same time, with those other technologies like noise cancellation, we saw a new generation, a second generation of hearables help blur the line between hearing aids and consumer electronics. And those are all the trends that I hope we see continue into 2021. Really, I mean, we've got all these fancy screens, these 4K displays, 8K TVs are going to be a thing, all the HDRs. We really want to make sure we're feeding our ears higher quality content too. Thanks so much for having me on to ramble and soapbox about audio tech and treating your ears better. I really appreciate it. And so for you and everyone watching this, I hope you're having a happy and safe holiday season, and I'll catch y'all around the internet.
What's up, everybody? It's Sam from Across the Podcast with Sam and Matt, the best podcast you never heard of. I was asked by my buddy mytekreview to come on the show and give my thoughts on his collaboration video of my favorite tech for 2020. It's an honor and a privilege to do so, and if you listen to our show, you're probably going to know what I'm going to say here. My choice is the Microsoft Surface Duo. I realize it's not the most popular device of the year. It's probably not even the best device of the year. But as a former Windows Phone fan and a Microsoft fan and owning Surface devices, this has been a joy to use, even with all the bugs and kinks and glitches and everything else. I still enjoy using it day to day. It's still something I'm looking forward to seeing if they have a second and a third iteration. I love the foldable category. It makes me more productive, and I really like using the device. Plus, I get the added benefit of having people ask me on the street what kind of phone I'm using, thinking it's a Z Fold. So that's always kind of a nice way to start a conversation about tech and just see how people react to the phone when I'm out and about using it every day. So for 2020, my favorite tech, Surface Duo. Hopefully a Duo 2 comes out in the future. And if not, that's okay. It's not exactly par for the course for Microsoft to dump something after a while. But hopefully they keep with it. Again, enjoy your tech for 2021. Let's have a great year. Keep up the good work, my friend. And we'll see you sometime in the future on another show. And hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Hey, Rolando. Thanks for having me on. I'm Andrew, aka Fat Produce, and my favorite tech of 2020 has really been influenced by the fact that I, like a lot of people throughout this year, have found myself unexpectedly working from home throughout most of the year, actually. As such, it's really forced me to rethink how my home office should actually function for me. My home office setup at the beginning of the year has primarily been influenced with gaming in mind. However, as most of my work shifted from campus to at home, I found that a reinvestment into my home office setup would be incredibly beneficial. From an optimal monitor setup for productivity to a quality keyboard that promotes healthy and satisfying typing, to a mouse or even trackball that helps ensure pain-free clicking throughout your workday. And we can't forget quality webcams and microphones that you'll end up needing to use during your Zoom meetings that you're inevitably going to have. 2020 has really forced me to rethink how my home office benefits me and really my life. And for the most part, I really think that it's been for the better. So thanks again, Rolando, for having me on, and have a kick butt 2021.
Hey, it's Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for having me on this video. I find it hard to pick any one thing from 2020 that I love the most because I've acquired a lot of stuff in 2020. I mean, we're all working from home, which all then subsequently taught me a lot about my creative process. Speaking of my creative process, why don't I just go ahead and show you one of the things that I definitely love this year, and it would be this. This camera right here, this is the Panasonic S5. This is my first foray into the full frame market. And yeah, I've been on Micro Four Thirds for a long time, and going full frame has definitely been one of the best things that I could have done for my creative process. By the way, this iPhone 12 Pro Max that I used to get that shot, I like this phone, I like its camera, but it's not my favorite camera. This is my favorite camera. And then I gotta give a shout out to the PS5. Honestly, I'm a big PlayStation fan, and since I got the console, I've been diving into the PlayStation library and just playing games that I haven't really been able to play in the previous generation, but now it's on a console that will bump up the quality on like a 4K TV, and it's just really awesome. I'm coming from a base level PS4, so the PS5 is a huge step up. And you know what? I just realized that the two things that I picked for this video, my favorite things from 2020, are the PlayStation 5, PS5, and the Panasonic S5, the PS5. In any case, thank you so much for having me on the video. And yeah, to everybody watching this, just take care of yourselves and each other and enjoy your tea, everybody.
Hey guys, it's TK Bay, and thank you very much to Rolando for allowing me to be part of the show. Today I'm going to share with you guys one of my favorite pieces of tech that is basically stayed with me to this day on my arm. This is the Ticwatch 3 Pro from Mobvoi, and by far one of the best smartwatches that you can get. This features the latest processor from Qualcomm, the Snapdragon 4100 platform. We have up to 72 hours of battery life on this, so definitely a longer battery life, IP68 for swimming and suitability. And one of the really nice things that they've done here is that they've installed a custom launcher made by Mobvoi over Android Wear, which is what we've used to see in the past on these smartwatches. The UI is actually very nice, very fluid. We can add as many tiles as we'd like, which is something also unique to some of the new Android Wear watches. But not only that, up to 3 days of full usability and of course extended use with that second display that we have here. That's one of the very cool characteristics of Mobvoi Ticwatches, and that's the fact that they run 2 different displays. One that is an ultra low power one that just sits on top, and then whenever you want to interact with the UI, you press the button and you have full access to it. Up to 72 hours of full usage, and of course even longer if you want to use it in an essential mode, which uses the exterior display more than just having to turn on the color display. And of course a lot of cool functionalities. And from what I understand, there's an LTE model that just got released in Europe. And with that being said, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. And of course, Merry Christmas. And again, thank you very much to Rolando for allowing me to be part of the show.
I want to say thank you to every single one of these creators that took out time off their busy schedule to be able to join me and make this video possible for all of you. And please show some love to all these content creators by going down to the links in the description, where you will find all their YouTube channels and social media, and go subscribe to the channels and follow them for more great content. And also I want to say thank you to you, the viewer, for the support that I have received in this year 2020. And I want you to enjoy the holidays with your family and loved ones. Have a great 2021, like and subscribe, and I will see you in 2021.